Good morning. Welcome to Harriet's Papery. Today I am going to show you a new journal I've just finished. Sadly, I couldn't find my muslin to tie a bow around it, so you'll see how it would look with that. But it will have that when it goes in my Etsy shop. So it's a rose-themed journal, hence the little rose journal card here. And I made this out of a book and then put on this piece of a pillow sham. It's pretty thick and chunky. There's the top, there's the bottom, and I wrapped some fabric around the edges of the book so it would all match up because it was a different color. Not a color I was choosing to use with this project. This is a little package of extra goodies, things that can go with the journal that the person who buys it can have to do things in the journal. We have a little envelope here with a little letter. This is a ruby and pearl printable. You can make it into a letter. It comes with the front and the back all in the file when you buy it, and so you can print them together and make this little replica of an actual vintage letter. And then we have a pocket back here behind the envelope, and we have some ephemera in here, journal card, and a tag. This is from my Porch Prints. I forget what it's called, but I'll link it in the bottom, but it's for making little she doesn't call them bundles, but something. You put a bunch of these different things together to make a little, sort of a little clump is not a good word, but it's all I can think of right now. And they're just super cute, and she has a tutorial on her channel where you can make like a whole strip of them, and then you can just cut them off as you want to use them. And they come, the whole thing comes like with the paper strips to glue it all onto. That's really handy little thing and makes a great great little file to have on hand for making fussy cuts. And this is a little pocket here, this seed packet, and I tucked some bits of ephemera in it, and then there's a tag back behind it, so it's a pocket behind too. The Lord is a giver of life and blessings. Remember that. Always giving life and blessings. We have a tag in a little pocket here. This I used some lace on and lapped it over both sides. I have really loved this tag. Some tea-stained paper, and this wallpaper is, I'm gonna say it's ruby and pearl. I don't think it's a graphics fairy. Meh. It'll all be in the list at the end. And we have a pocket here that I layered up. I made it with music paper backing. And we have a journal card here with the little lace bit on the back. Some tea paper. We have a little pocket here. Slip that off. There's a pocket in the back for a tag. These are some of the papers that I collaged to make into tags for this project. And here's another one of them, and I used some more of those fussy cuts on it. And this is actually just a piece of paper folded up. I've seen tutorials on this in various places, but the one that I started out with was Rose Hill Paper Cottage. I think I watched it last winter. That doesn't mean that's when she posted it, but that's when I first saw it. And I've put a lot of roses throughout this book since it is rose themed. These little short tea papers I use are actually half sheets left over from printing shipping labels. I print a lot of shipping labels for my Western accessory business. So I started saving all these because I realized there's so much waste with it. Like, I'm throwing away half a sheet of paper every time I print a label. So I started saving them, and I tea dye them, or I can print them. My printer will print half sheets. So I can print, like this printable, I could put on just a half sheet and make a little mini journal. Or I can tea stain them and use them in these journals and for other crafts. Believe in miracles. I see miracles around me all the time. If you're looking, you will see them. We've got a journal card and this wedding picture that I just thought was so sweet. And here's another one of those little My Porch Print little items. It really bothers me. I can't remember what she calls them. I just love this one that's in the center. This is from the Graphics Fairy premium site. I just love this image. I think it's just great in the center of a signature. I love it for everything. I'll probably make journal cards out of it someday. Pray continually. Never stop praying. Just keep yourself in prayer all the time. God hears all our prayers. And He is able. Now this little thing, I thought, I have a cool idea one day. I thought, I'll fold this paper up and glue it down and make a little pocket on a page. And this is what I tucked in it. Just a piece of paper that can be used for extra journaling, because there's always a need for extra journaling space, I think. More rose journal cards. These are, all these rose journal cards are from a Ruby and Pearl printable. I think it's called Botanical Roses. And you can print them from full size on down. And some of them have a little bit of script on the edge, and some of them are like this. Or actually, all of them are available both ways. I should say that. They're available both ways. And here is another one of the tags that I made out of the collage paper. And here I made a book page pocket, and then I just collaged over all the book page before I glued the pocket down. And so we have a journal card here. These are from Journal Boat. They're called Shabby Rose journal cards. And we collaged the front of the little pocket and then made the back a pocket, tucked some tea paper in there. And here's another little pocket, and it's kind of got extra space there, kind of keeps things in really good when you that little fold over. Oh no, shouldn't have unfolded it. There. And a little side pocket here with some ephemera and music paper tucked in there. Most of my trims come from the thrift store. I just buy little bits or little bags with a bunch in them. A journal card here. And this is an envelope that came in the mail one day, and I thought that's got a nice big window in it. So I kept it and I collaged on it, and it makes it so sturdy. I mean, it's like cardstock with all that paper on it. And this, of course, for extra journaling, a letter on one side, journaling space on the other side. Child of a king. We are all children of God, and he is the king, right? He is. So we have another little pocket here, and I made this little mini journal and tried to make it heavy on the writing space to just put thoughts in, prayers, whatever you're thinking about, you know, whatever you journal about. We have a little, I don't know, tag or journaling card, however you want to use it. A little butterfly. It's the first time I've ever tried to make something a little bit 3D in one of my journals, so it was kind of fun. This here is another one of those images I used for the journaling cards, and you can see the script on the edge. And I printed a rose on this old music paper here. And this paper here is actually ledger paper. I picked it up at a thrift store, but it came from Staples. You can probably buy it there or at other office supply stores. But I cut it in half and run it through the printer all the time. It works great. And we took one of those rose printables and made a little hiding spot here and it's printed on tea paper. We got tracing paper here. Yeah. Here we have a little tablet of paper. Once again, this is that tea stain paper that I get off of my shipping labels. And then I just tucked it over the top of this. So you've got a little hiding spot, and tuck that over the top there, and it stays very nicely. Who is the Prince of Peace? Jesus. He is the Prince of Peace. And we have another book page here. This one's more of a tuck spot than a pocket. I've got a sheet of book page here, like from the front, so you can do a lot of journaling on it or use it for something. And we've got this. It's a little seed packet that I turned into another little tablet, and you could use this stuff in your journal or journal on it. And this came from the Graphics Fairy, as did the other seed pocket that's in here. We have more music paper. This one was from an old hymnal. And here's another one of those pockets. I didn't tuck anything in the top of this one, but I got little ephemera in here. Tea paper behind. You see this image a lot in this journal. It really, I love it with the little flowers on it. We have a music page paper here with a little texture on it and a tag. Journaling paper tucked in there. And a journaling card back here. There we go. This rose, I believe, came from the Graphics Fairy premium site. And this little packet here, it's that same idea that I had gotten from what is Rose Hill Paper Cottage. You make this little pocket and then you tuck all these little bits in it, and Roxy's Creations was making them, and then you just make these and they can be for Happy Mail or to have to tuck into your journals. Anyway, I took one of these out of my ephemera box and tucked in here, and this whole sheet here that you could use for whatever. I mean, it's got all those beautiful roses. You could use this for making some tags or just tucking into a journal to look pretty. And this one I just used a half sheet, which, you know, also you can journal on that. Lots of journaling space here. Journaling space, I think, is just so important. Now, this is one of those sheets I was talking about a while ago, the ledger sheets. And you can cut this right in half, and it's just about the perfect size to go through your printer. And so I use these a lot, and I really like the smooth texture on this paper. And the color comes out a little bit different with this kind of greenish cast it has, but most of the stuff I've printed comes out really nice. Anyway, I just tucked it over this page. And remember, I am with you always. The Lord is always with us. Never abandons us, never forsakes us. Even when we feel forsaken, He is there, right there with us, walking next to us. And here we have another little fold out, and I tucked a little bit of ephemera in here. I love this rose image, it's so pretty. And I did this on a piece of a paper bag, shopping bag that you get. And this lace is actually I got a big yardage of lace at the thrift store one day. And so I use it for a lot of little things in my journals. And it will probably last me for years. Oops. Here we have the last page. And we have a belly band, and I reinforced this. I folded it over, I know, but I think I might have put another piece of paper inside it just to keep it really sturdy. And I put this in. This could be a bookmark or, you know, used for something, making something. And here's another piece of paper for journaling or crafting with. Whatever you want to use it all for. The end papers in this journal both came from the Graphics Fairy Tattered Papers 2 that came out not too long ago. We've got muslin here. You can see we've got it in here, and I reinforced the spine. Some of these old books need a little extra help. Anyway, so there we are. This is going to be up in the Etsy shop later today, and I would like to thank you for watching, and We'll see you next time. Bye.